week. Over 450 yards passing. It's the Lions and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
On 1st and 10, White. They'll roll him out right. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
To throw on 2nd down, here's White. Flush to his right. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's White on 3rd down. Out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now White dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. White on 3rd and long.
Flushed out right. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Play action. Here's White.
Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, It was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. White eluding the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down. The play fake, now White. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and
he threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
White rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
3rd down, White.
They'll roll him out right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
White now on 1st down.
He'll buy some time right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. White forced out to his left. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive. White, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. White. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well. Great.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. White flushed out right. He finds his man complete. That's Hunt. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw is White on 3rd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's on 1st down, it's White sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Hunt. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now White throwing on 1st down, rolling to his right. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
So here come the Lions now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. White eluding the pressure right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Escape, shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
White on second down. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunt.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's White, sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds here.
White on the keeper. Shepard.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.